All right, there's guys running around with big long ponytails, mohawks, and even carrying battle axes at this time. It was 2003. All these different contracting companies were running around, mom and pop, little small ones, bigger ones later on. So I was up at Kirkuk Air Base at the Chow Hall. This was 2003. I was working for a company called Earneys International. I'm meeting Chow, and I see these guys, these Americans or Westerners, contractors in the Chow Hall. So at that time, if you're a contractor, you see another one, you generally try to spark up some conversation because you want to see, who they are, where they come from, and what company they work for, and how much money they're making. Because you're always trying to find a way if you can, move up, find another company to work for. Because really, that's what it's all about. Expanding your resume, making more money for your family or whatever. So that's what we did. We met these guys in the chow hall, and I was just a regular Marine infantry, no big deal, no special operations. Happened to meet one of the guys in this particular company. Now, these guys can't remember what company it was, but what they were doing is they were escorting like supply trucks coming up from Kuwait, and it's these trucks, semis, dozens of them, were driven by like Indian drivers and all that stuff coming from Kuwait. So these guys believe they had two, three vehicles. They were armed and they were escorting these guys up to Kirkuk. And I believe they were going maybe to Mosul to supply whatever they were doing up there. So we meet these guys, start a conversation. This one guy in particular had a long ponytail. His name was Wolf. And I got a couple stories about this guy later on that I ended up meeting him in different places around Iraq because the world is actually a really small place. Anyway, but he's apparently former Marine recon guy. But his boss that worked for him, that he worked for, was also there. And come to find out, this guy the next day had an argument with one of his drivers and ended up stabbing a guy during the fight. Didn't kill him, but he stabbed him. So there was a big controversy there on base because you're dealing with the Air Force security forces, and I can't really remember if they got kicked out of there or not, but it was a really big deal to them. And of course, one problem for one contracting company is going to be a problem for another. But stay tuned for some other stories about this guy Wolf because I got two more coming to you. Anyway, take care, stay safe, and don't forget to like and subscribe.